Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's week.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a much-discussed third-rounder in last year's draft, the second-year pro out of Cincinnati, Desmond Ridder.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Ridder. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch.
There he goes, left side. So the completion there, Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allowed a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him, because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Taysom Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. In motion right is Addison. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Looking to throw. Love. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Kevin Farley. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Boye Mafe coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, Ritter. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down, here's Ritter. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 14 yards that time for number 14. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Hill. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Ritter back to throw. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Desmond Ritter with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Desmond Ritter taking it himself to finish the drive. On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. In motion right is Addison. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibbs. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. A give, right side for Gibbs. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw now, here's Love. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Sam Laporta, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Lions offense set to take over. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Henry up the middle. Down to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and 1, it's Ritter. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. Ritter on 1st and 10. He's got Granson, his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Now 2nd and 3. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. Quick slant. Dotson. Touchdown! Jahan Dotson. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
First target, first catch, and a first down. Love. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Love looking to throw it. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Love now. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashee Rice, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are back within a score. Tucker with the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Our attention shifts back to Desmond Ridder in this offense. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. Ridder now. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
First down, going to the air with Love. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This from 44, and he'll try and throw here on the fake. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Ridder picked, and it's his former Bearcat teammate, Ahmad Gardner, who got it. Following the interception, Love. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Now Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Now they'll run it with Gibbs. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
On second and very short, Love escaping the pressure right. And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Operating from the gun, Love. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Play fake. Here's Love. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Byron Young brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. They got to get to the 23 here on third. Back to throw. Love. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays that could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This is pretty big.
I put a star. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. On the give, here's Gibbs.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
On 4th down, Love. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Lions will take over. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not...
Ritter has it knocked down.
And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Throwing. Love. Under pressure, they got him again.
Grady Jarrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Sam Laporta.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
Love throwing for it.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Ritter to throw it.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Well, they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time.
Little short pass here to Hill.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jahan Dotson
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Ritter will throw for it.
That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Love's throw complete there to Rice.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Hand off now to Gibbs.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's Love. That's complete to Laporta. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Play action this time with Love.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Ritter.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Ritter.
Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Sauce Gardner
able to run him down for a loss of a yard. The Lions on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Little short pass here to Hill. Fights through, and now a crease. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On play action, here's Ritter.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
A Ritter's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter
rolling to his right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
They'll run. It's Henry. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. And he stopped immediately there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Henry.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Down to a knee goes Ritter, and that should be enough to finish this one off.
Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realized there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for Detroit, they make amends for their week 1 loss by winning their home.
This player's development trait is hidden. Put him in your life.